Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Cheok PD, and today we're going to be checking out Meow's comeback pre-release for their upcoming first mini album. Super stoked. I've been waiting for this. They've been releasing some incredible releases, but they've been singles primarily. And I have been wanting to get deeper into their music and figure out like what the direction and artistry for this group going forward is, because they've been dropping hints with these singles and they're all incredible. But I wanted to hear what an album sounds like, so it's gonna be coming out mid-May. Looking forward to it. But today we're gonna check out Hands Up, guys. My name is Cheok PD. Thanks for tuning in. Without further ado, let's go. Very cool. Like this Go Studio. Nadian's vocals are just crazy. Is this Suin? I'm still getting to know it. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, the emotional tone chorus was unexpected. And that post hook is savage. There's a waterfall behind it. No! Oh my god. Oh my god. I never wanted that song to end. Oh my gosh. I am in legitimate awe. I am I'm so moved by that. I have to Google something because they says Hamadi. I don't think that's Korean. I have never heard that word in my life. Of course, it might just be like old Korean that I might not be familiar with, but I get the feeling that it might not be Korean. So I'm gonna look that up. But I am just very curious as to kind of figure the song out, because it's such a cool song. it might be my favorite song for the year. It might be. Might with a giant asterisk, okay? We're still early in the year. There's a lot that can beat it, but there's a lot going for this song that really took a lot of unexpected curves. And I really love the music video. I in particular, I don't know why there was such a heavy emphasis on Go or Paduk, the game that is. And there seems to be something that seems very intrinsically philosophical and focusing on enlightenment within this music video. So let me look up what samadhi means first. Okay, so definitely the observation of it touching on enlightenment is definitely there. Samadhi in Hinduism, Buddhism, is a state of meditative consciousness. In many Indian religious traditions, I am reading from Wikipedia, by the way, the cultivation of samadhi through various meditation methods is essential for the attainment of spiritual liberation. So spiritual liberation being another word for enlightenment. But it says the cultivation of samadhi. Samadhi, it says English, concentration, meditative consciousness. So it samadhi doesn't necessarily mean enlightenment exactly. You need samadhi to reach enlightenment. Let's see. What happens during samadhi? During samadhi, a practitioner may have little to no awareness of the physical body, see light while the eyes are closed, experience an abundance of joy, get a sense of being pulled or drawn into deeper meditation, a progression from a gross experience readily perceptible to a subtle experience to finally losing all. So it is describing the process of enlightenment. Oh, that is so interesting. Oh my God. I'm a huge philosophy buff. Western, Eastern, doesn't matter. Just I'm a huge philosophy buff. And so that is super fascinating to me. I definitely got touches of that, hints of that. And then they combine the game of Go, or Paduk as it's known in Korean. And Go, Paduk is, I would say is fundamentally a very philosophical game. And it's a very spiritual game. And it's a very spiritual song. You know, the song is very intense, energetic. And that chorus really threw me for a loop because the tone that it hits, the way that it's written, suddenly becomes a little bit emotive. It might be a key change that does that. I'm not quite sure. But there is something when the chorus quite strikes where I expected something intense, and yet I got something a lot more moving. I was moved listening to this song. And it's an intense song, mind you. And my God, that outro is absolutely hypnotic. But by the time we entered that hypnotic outro, I did not want this song to end. I was hoping for another goddamn final chorus just because of how good that was. Bridge was incredible too. Standouts for me, I think everyone really stood out for me this time. Maybe it's because I've been getting to know the Meow members. Like in particular, Kawon's voice, you know, she really stood out to me. But it was the, frankly, incredibly powerful, intimidating charisma of Narin that made me go, I got to learn their names. And I saw them. I only saw one award show live stage from them, and they were incredible in that as well. And just, they stood out to me a lot. I think Anna stood out to me. I think I never really quite noticed Anna before, but I really noticed her in this one, especially during like that runway scene where she's like dodging all the, I don't know if they were bullets or rocks, we'll see again, but like hits her in the head and she just like takes it and just goes. I thought that was really interesting. All right, let's go ahead and watch this again. Okay. It's interesting. It looks borderline like a dojo, and it's a ghost studio at the same time. Okay, the first time I listened to this, the moment I heard her say "no eater pa," just the depth of her voice is so cool. It's so good. It sent shivers down my spine. She's so cool. Okay, so what's going on? Everyone's trying to Samadhi, we burn again. We back on track. Samadhi, we burn again. Okay. Burn again. Yeah. So everyone's trying to like pull her down or like mess up her posture. But she's unshakable. All these various yoga poses. Oh, interesting. So this is also a philosophical object in Korean culture. I believe they're either called prayer stones or wish stones. In that they take a bunch of stones and then stack them on top of one another, and you make a wish or something like that, something along the lines of that. But you can find some of these like randomly stacked throughout not just Korea, but in fact, like all parts of the world. There are some like in LA. But yeah, that's another thing. So that's very interesting. In Korean, that's called, I believe, changpung. It's basically like, I think we would call it airbending. The idea of that is that Buddhist monks can do that. Buddhist monks are able to harness ki. Buddhist monks are so enlightened that they are able to harness ki, which flows through all of us, but they, with being able to let go of most of their like emotions, earthly possessions, stuff like that, they're able to harness like that energy and do stuff like airbending. So that's very interesting. Also, the rocks on the display here, those are called scholar stones or susok in Korean. They're like prized stones. They're just like found throughout Korea that people find on treks and such. But I forget the exact. It's been a couple years. I forget the exact thing. But basically, old scholars back in the day used them for something. I think it might have been for meditation. I think it might have been it represented something. I can't remember. There was like a whole thing. Listen, I went down this rabbit hole before a few years ago. I have a couple of suzoks myself, but yeah, it's all kind of revolving around philosophy basically and enlightenment. So when I looked up Samadhi, this is actually one of the images that came up. It showed sort of like a celestial blue, purple, see-through being, and then like all of these hands coming out of them. So this is playing on the Samadhi theme. Crack the sky open, put your hands up. I believe that's probably a line of cracking the sky is probably a metaphor for opening one's mind and then reaching enlightenment. That part drove me wild. God, the way that they deliver that line, somebody we don't like that. Oh my God, that's so fast. Somebody we don't. Is that exactly what she's saying in Korean? Let me check real quick. I believe so. No, 손 위로. Oh, okay, it's not that fast. I thought she says 손머리 위로. 손 위로 탑을. Oh, that's still fast actually. Wow. I love that part, but that like the tone that they hit, the key for the hands up, na 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 na, is extremely emotional. It's very moving and beautiful, and then it gets right back into that intense. I love that bit so much. This is the pre-release. How are they going to nail this title track. What was that? I think. Oh, they're ghost stones. Oh, and see, this is great. Just narrative follow through and transitional work. So these black rocks and mountain walls, it's the inside of the ghost stone. You see it in the transition. It splits after hitting Kawon in the head. It hits Kawon in the head and it splits open. And we're going in between the stones. I see. So she's being pelted by ghost stones. Of the idea of like she just gets hit with it and just like is unfazed. That I think is like a big sort of like main philosophical standpoint of like, I think the idea of this song and this music video is like they use samadhi, focus, centeredness, attention, meditation, in that things come their way, it leaves them unbothered. Suyin also has like a great guttural voice. Interesting. So they just played rock, paper, scissors. It's a common punishment when Koreans play rock, paper, scissors sometimes, or any sort of like games together, as to just like flick them on the forehead. It's like a punishment. Interesting. So she lost the rock, paper, scissors, and so she like flicks her. Oh, hold on. Oh. The way she like did that was very fluid. Oh, I loved how the camera work just followed Kawon right there. Starting from like this top angled position, coming down, and then as it gets closer, moving below her, and then going right back above again as she says up. That's dope. Why are they playing Go against children though? That's funny. Oh. Damn! I don't know who's my favorite vocalist in this group, and that is a great problem to have. Yeah, Kawon initially caught my interest, and man, hearing her right there, I'm like, God damn, she's an incredible singer. Man, she's got a lot of style. But that's this entire group. Honestly, this entire group has so much style. They were trained incredibly well, but I think there is something probably very natural to them, to their own natural charisma that seeps through. Is just incredible. Something I wanted to note. I love this scene right here. So it looks like they installed an LED wall behind this screen, like the paper screen that you see above, which is like, this is where they shot the waterfall scene in the Go dance studio. So the set design is immaculate already. It's like so my taste, but I really wanted to just like really praise this shot and scene and to the production team. First off, okay, a couple things I really like. So you have the paper door or the paper screen / window, whatever you would call that, above paper, in that it's kind of like a lot of older Asian screen doors for like, I think it was like airflow or something like that. You had like wooden frames, but then instead of like just all wood doors, you had like a very special type of paper in between. I think if some of you are familiar with Asian culture, you might have seen it before. So the fact that they have that is really great, but then they also use that to add a centered radial light in between, and the paper in that screen is acting as like a softbox, and so it's creating like this soft glow above them, but just like not the entire thing, just like this half semicircle right here. Love that. Just like it's a nice little touch that kind of glows, but in particular how they're lit against this LED screen is immaculate. One, I do think that they are being, no, there's definitely, yeah. So they are being, I was going to say, I think they're being lit by the screen itself, but that doesn't make sense. It's behind them. So they have, whoever shot this is lighting their shadows with a purple / reddish light so that their shadows, it blends and it's playing off the purple in the background, the magenta in the background. And so you see like this warm, it's really prominent on Ella and Kawan right here. And so I'm going to assume that there's a warm light right here that's playing Phil right here. But you can even see like the skin tone right here. It's like purplish, reddish, more of a magenta tone. So I love that aspect, but I love the directional lighting of the edge light right here. You can see it very prominently on every single one of them, on Ella, Kawan, Soon, right here, everybody. So then they have a light off to the right, and it's lighting them. But the reason why I love it is because then when you look at the sky in the background, you see that it's darker here, and so then it's darker on their faces here, and then it's brighter here. So like looking at the sky, it looks like almost like the light is somewhere over there on the right side, and it's lighting them from below, and then it's lighting them on the right here. That kind of just like consistency in lighting is just so important. It really helps with immersion. I recently reacted to And Teams Going Blind, and it didn't have this kind of consistent lighting where the sun in the sky was in this direction, but they were being lit from this direction. And when the lighting is not realistic, it is just very jarring to see. Like our brains are used to recognizing patterns, especially sun and shadow patterns, because we've lived around sun. Like even if you don't know anything about video production, you'll see something and think, that looks weird, or that looks off, even if you don't know why, because we've grown up around the sun our entire lives. And so we're used to natural lighting. And so I love this. Just, it's lit so beautifully. What is this scene? Hold on. Oh, it's the Go table. I see. That's an interesting shot. Okay, so this is that outdoor scene where they were outdoor area where they were playing with the kids earlier. You can tell by the building lines right there. Whoa, this is crazy. So they have them on some kind of dolly setup. And then they're just match cutting them, but they're pulling them and they're being overexposed lit. And if you can see the light blooming, sort of like a lens flare blooming off of them, that's a very intentional effect, which was actually done in the Go in Blind Ant-Team video as well. Here, it really suits the story element of it, or lyrical element of it, of talking about enlightenment. The light trails, it's not just a stylistic effect, which it is. It also has that effect of like, it looks like they're emanating, quite literally, as we say, aura. It looks like they're ascending. It looks like they're being enlightened, especially with the overexposed light. So this is interesting. I think up until this point, they've been mainly dodging black Go pieces. And in this shot, I think that's Ella. I think Ella's nails had the 3 dots. She flicks a white stone at the black one and then breaks it in half again. Or I guess just obliterates it. And the black go piece can be symbolic of so many things, because we had that shot of Anna just like walking down, or Suing like walking down and like dodging or just taking it and like being unfazed. It's like, it could be whatever, right? It could be life throwing its regular problems at you. It could be hate comments. It could be people judging you. Whatever it is, right? So they were just dodging it, or just like getting hit by it, but like acting like it's nothing. And then here, as we go into this final just dance chorus, whatever you would call it, the white piece breaks all of that. It's really cool. This outro's insane. Oh. And then the black and white scene right there too. Ooh, the B-roll is immaculate. This is my type of beat. Oh, this is my type of beat. Oh no, I'm so unbelievably hyped for this album now. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay, I gotta say, Teddy in 24, they put out a banger. It was incredible. I love this beat. It's so my taste. I think it's pretty weird. But it's also like so my taste. I'm so curious as to how everyone feels about this. Please let me know in the comments, because I feel like this is so catered towards my taste, but also my taste. I have a broad spectrum of music I like. This style that it's itching is so specific. I don't know if everyone will be into it, but I'm so curious to see what like the wide reception is. I love this. For me, this could be the song to beat. I really, really loved it. I'm gonna have to listen to this when the album drops. But this does cater my expectations to a really, really high degree. I also saw that lyrics were done by Teddy and Vince in 24, and I think they did a great job with the lyrics. I think they conceptually really tied this all together really well. Samadhi, the act of meditation, Buddhism, enlightenment, as well as swerving on the haters, like putting that all together in a philosophical, mature package is so very different from anything anyone is doing. And that's a very, very specific concept to kind of kite. And I think it really requires expert producers like 24 and Teddy to pull that off. And I think they did. It's incredible. But I can't just give all the credit to Teddy and 24, because the girls really, really, really are the ones that bring it to life. I felt the power. Like, this song feels empowering. It feels anthemic. It feels, and it's such a different type of anthem. It's so moving. It's so deeply cerebral, and at the same time, it's got that YG swag that I love. That Sun Wido, like that part right there. That Sun Wido, like that little top line right there. I don't know who came up with it, 24 or Teddy, whoever it was, but that is, I love deliveries like that. The song is just out of this world good for me. It's up there. I can't even give it a proper score and rating until I hear it on the album. But for me, this is going to be a really hard song to beat for me. And I don't know if it's like the best song that's been released this year or will be released this year. Frankly, like I've only heard it the 2 times, and both with the music video. And I'm wondering if perhaps even the artistry and the conception and the concept work is making me love the song more, right? Because I am of the belief that you don't just sell a song by someone listening to it. This is why music videos are important. I believe a presentation, a music video, how you listen to or see a song is really important to kind of what's the word, manipulating your opinions on a song. Like that's kind of the point of a music video. And so I'm not sure. That's why I'm not gonna give an outrageous score, even though I want to immediately, because that's how good I think the music video. But beyond just the music video, the packaging is, the marketing, the conceptual work. I feel like everything is firing on all cylinders. Their vocals, their dancing, the rapping, everything is so immaculate. So, can't wait for this album to come out. Guys, I'm going to be checking out the Meow album later this month on my Patreon. So, hey, if you want to check that out, stay tuned. If you want to join early, you can go ahead and join my Patreon in the links down below. Of course, you don't got to support us monetarily. We're going to wrap up the video right here, but I will be back for their comeback and we're going to check out their title track together. And so if you want to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe. We're going to have a button for you right here. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about the song. What you guys think about the music video? What you guys think about the concept? What you guys think about the girls' performance? I think they murdered it, but we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want to check out my other reactions, go ahead and click up here. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.